you and then the coach.
We can?
No, just
guide them.
Hello and welcome to the press conference after Basketball Champions League game between VEF Riga and AEK Betsson. First of all, a few comments about the game from AEK Betsson player Mogos Kinz.
Well, right now probably we shouldn't talk about statistics because last game in Greek League, we lost one of our players. Also, our coach gets sick, and in these tough moments, or you fall down as a team, or you show your character. And congratulations, first of all, to Andrea for the win, because in these moments, to control the team, to make us everybody together is not that easy. So I think today the game for us, it was more about the character. And talking about other details, for sure, I think it's very good result for us to let them score only 69 points in their court. I think they made 14 assists with 20 turnovers, so our aggressivity helped us a lot.
Okay, any questions for me, Mogos? If not, then...
So I was sitting here for 20 minutes and no questions. Unbelievable.
The same question I asked you a few minutes later. What was that? How do you like this gym, and do you have special memories?
Yes, I have. So first of all, I'm not home, but during warm-up I caught myself that, I feel like I'm very close to it, there is a feeling, because, my family, my friends came to support, and I told you this story already. In this gym, I scored my first points as a professional player when I was 17. It was 𝗪𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗢𝗓, Igos Barons, and I remember coach put me on the court. It was full gym. It's how many people here? 14,000, 15,000, yes? So, yeah, more or less. So I started tying my shoe, and my legs were shaking, because it's my first game, And I get the ball and shoot the three, and I made it. So that's my nice story from this gym. And also 2015 group stage, we played here also, our group stage. In that championship we won silver medal. So yeah, Latvian with all my friends, Dairis, Porzingis, and then the gym, only good memories.
Another one, since you mentioned the Eurobasket, next year we're also hosting it again. Would you like to come here again? Of course, if you qualify.
With national team, since 2013, I'm every time playing when I'm healthy. Since 2010, I'm going to national teams, and I think Lithuanians, same as Latvians, because of our country's history, we're very big patriots of our countries. And until they will invite, until I can be good enough for the team, I would like to play. But our young generation is also growing. Lately, our results are not that good. So right now, I don't have an answer for the next summer because it doesn't depend only on me.
But if you make the roster, would you like to better come here or?
100% here. 100% here. I don't know the rules, but I think the host team can choose one team. So
yeah, there's also Poland. So
yes, but you're comparing Polish fans with Lithuanians. So I bet that it's good for both countries. That the gym is all time full. We're playing almost like at home, like in 2015. So I just wish Latvian Federation to choose us.
Any other questions?
Just you scored mostly points from that free throw line this evening. Where was the spark you get to get these fouls against you?
I know. Also, I forgot I played with Gulbis too. So he was holding me all the time. So what to do. And that's it. No, so it depends on the day. Our team is like that. That some of the day maybe I can be one of the best scorers, another day another, and that's it's tougher for opponents because they never know who's gonna be their let's say leader that day, and how to score the points. It doesn't matter. The most important to score at the end of the day.
Did you felt that VEF Riga is not ready for this kind of basketball?
No, I think they're ready, but when you're missing Dairis, which is one of the most important players, everything is a little bit different. And also, I'm sorry, but I will check the name. It's a very hard name. So under Nikashvili, just came. So it's not that easy for the team.
Okay. Any other questions? If not, then thank you, Mendoza. Sure. Now a few comments about the game from AEK Betsson coach.
I have to say, first of all, two thanks. The first is personal and is for the... okay, sorry. I have to say two personal thanks. The first one is, of course, for the coach, because also if he was not here, he helped me a lot. But honestly, I really felt him close to me since the first day that we were here, since yesterday. So first of all, thanks to Coach Sakota. And the second one is, the second thanks is for the players, because like Minda said, it was not easy at all. We were arriving from a tough period because in our league we were missing a couple of games because of the defense and because of some mistakes that we did. And in these 2 days was not easy to repair, but the most job was done by them, because they show up a totally different face, and this is only up to them. And I'm really happy to have the possibility to show that in the court. And like Minda said, let Riga score only 69 points in their home for us is to be a point in our season, and we have to keep growing from here.
Any questions? Yeah, Christian?
Buonasera, Mr. Christian Duan, sportscenter.com.
Buonasera.
So, Yusuf Sanon, you basically shut him down for the first 3.5 quarters. You shut down all the driving lanes. He had a rough shooting night. What were some of the things you pointed out to your guys before the game in order to stop him?
First of all, scouting him, I have to be honest, we were really worried. We were really worried because I think that he's a very, very good player, and I wish to these guys all the best, because I think that he's one of the few really complete point guard that I've seen in this competition, and I think that he could achieve also better teams, with all respect, but I mean in better leagues. So I think that could be a player also maybe for Eurocup and EuroLeague if he's keep growing up like he's doing. So first of all, a good job to him, to his staff, because he's a very good player. And second, we really said to our players to do their best, because he can drive on right or left, he can shoot threes like he did at the beginning of the game, where honestly we were really able, like you said, to stop him, but he found this couple of pull-ups from 3 points that honestly was forcing us to hedge against him every time, doesn't matter what, to don't let him the chance to turn the corner. I think that this was working, but anyway, he found some solution, because I think that he's a very good player with a lot of skills, and so not an easy night for us, because anyway he was able to score 17 points. So I think that we did a good job, but it's not easy to do better than this against a player like that.
Newest member of Team VEF Riga, Rati under Nikashvili, was announced just yesterday. He's a young player but has loads of experience in ACB and other leagues. At what point did you know that he will play today, and was that some kind of a surprise, and how did you prepare for him maybe?
We learned this yesterday while we were flying to come here, and so we had no chance to prepare something against him. So we follow more or less our game plan, cheating a little bit sometimes maybe, because he's a totally different kind of player comparing to Sanon or to Cleary. But honestly, I think that he could really help you, because he's not only a good head in offense, but also in defense. He has a very good physicality, he can guard at least 3 spots in this league and at this level. So I think that while you are waiting for Darius Bertans, he could help you so much.
Your coach mentioned that you managed to stop Sanon, but he still gave you some problems. But I would also like to assume that VEF managed to stop Prentice Hub, one of your best players. How can you comment on his performance tonight, and besides maybe the 3-pointer, and besides some of the shots he created for his teammates?
Like you said, he played a 2 different faces game, because it's true that it was tough for him to find good solution. He missed a couple of open shots that for his game are easy shots. But unfortunately, against this kind of defense on ball screen, for for the point guards in general, it's not easy to find their usual solution because against these heads, and Loris is really good in this, it's not easy, to find the personal solution. And for this reason, in only 17 minutes, he found 5 assists. And for us, was great. It was great because thanks to this, we found a couple of good shots also from other players, and so we are happy from this. Unfortunately, he had a problem at the end because maybe a finger went inside his eye, and so it was impossible for him to keep playing, but now it's okay, so I think that it's not going to be a big deal from tomorrow.
One last for me. What was the role that Mindaugas Kuzminskas played in preparation for this game, since he's basically from this region, he's one of the best friends of Dairis Bertans, the player that didn't play for VEF. He has played here many times, as he mentioned.
Honestly, the role was always the same because he's one of our veterans. So we're always waiting, not only for this kind of games that obviously was a fantastic night for him, but the way that he's usually going to stay in the practice with everybody, with the coaching staff, with the players, is helping us a lot to understand which kind of games we are going to face up, especially in the tougher moment. It's easy to say, but it's not easy to do. That we have to stay together, and thanks to players like that, it's easier. So we are grateful to have him inside the team because thanks to his experience, can draw us a little bit better inside this kind of competition first, and against this kind of players, especially because, like you said, a lot of them were his teammates. So.
If no other questions,
How was the feeling to coach the team from the court side?
It was fantastic. Now I have another thing in common with Minda. So it was the first time for his first basket and for my first win. So no, without joking, honestly, it was an amazing experience in a fantastic gym. Honestly, it was my first time here, and you have a really beautiful arena, and it's a real pleasure to play a basketball game here. So bravissimi, because it's fantastic to play basketball games in places like that.
Had you any problems to coach? Because there is really many smart coaches that they don't want to be the head coaches. What is your situation after this game? Could you get more ambitious about you?
My ambition is not changing. I mean, it's a process to become a coach. I'm 32 years old, so I'm really lucky because I'm working under, I don't want to say one of the best coaches ever in Europe, but a fantastic coach that is teaching me every day something. So I'm just glad of this, and I keep learning every day from him. And what I want to do is just to be as much as readier as I can to help him and to help the team as better as I can. Just this.
And what is the situation with the COVID-19 situation in your team? As I understand, the head coach?
Yes, fortunately, only him had some problems, and so now he's just taking rest to come back. And I wish that for the Olympiacos game that we are going to have on Sunday, he's going to be back, because also today was feeling so much better.
Do any players have the symptoms or something like that?
No, fortunately no. So it was the only case, but we are traveling a lot, so a lot of flights could happen. Unlucky situation. Just this.
Okay. If no other questions, then thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to you. Thank you.
We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the second part of press conference.
Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back to the second part of the press conference. And first of all, a few comments about the game from VEF Riga player Cleary.
Definitely a tough loss for us. We knew what was at stake tonight and how big of a game it was. Coming off the loss to Maccabi, we knew that this was, basically like a championship. That's how we treated it. So really a bad loss on our part. A little too many mistakes, especially defensively, that we need to shore up and take care of in the next few games to try to give ourselves a chance to move forward now in the Champions League.
Okay, yeah, questions?
Their bigs were basically hedging you and Isuf all game long. How hard is it for you to, as a point guard, to continue organizing the team's offense in such a game when they hedge you that much?
Yeah, hedge is a tough defense to play against, but every defense has its weaknesses. Myself and Isuf and the ball screen users have to do a better job at exploiting that. I think our bigs actually did a really good job tonight at rolling hard after the screens, Jaquan and Petrus. And they got some easy looks. And when they roll like that, then either they get a look or the defense has a tag from the weak side and we get shooters and stuff like that. Isuf had a 3 in the first half off of that type of action. So the guards have to be better overall. Be aggressive, still try to get in the paint and, attack that big guy's hip. But, it's something that we're going to work on moving forward. And like I said, be better for the next few games.
Also, basically, 2 of their best guards are lefties. What does that change for you when you're preparing for the game, when basically both of their guys are lefties?
Not a whole lot, to be honest, in terms of how we guard them. We just, we treat every player the same, and we do heavy scouting, and we know what their strengths are. We know how good Hub and Hale are. I think we did a pretty good job. Burkholz and a lot of the guys that had those assignments tonight did well defensively. And, whether they're left-handed or right-handed, we try to just keep our identity the same and keep our defensive aggressiveness and stuff like that. So I don't think it changed a whole lot. And ultimately, I think, the guys that had that responsibility tonight did a pretty good job.
Any other questions for Harrison? If not, then thank you. And you can... Thank you. See you guys. And now a few comments about the game from VEF Riga coach Martins Gulbis.
Thank you everybody for good atmosphere in Arena Riga. This was pretty cool, but we totally don't deserve to win. This is not the way how we need to play basketball. It's not the way that we can adjust to the game, how we need to play in 1 minute. In one moment, it looks like there is only free throw competition, but this is also our mistake that we don't understand which guy is dangerous. They are good players, and we don't adjust. And basically, yeah, we make really bad game. We may make really bad game, and this is not how we need to win the Champions League game. 20 turnovers. This is not the way how you can win the games here.
Any questions for Martin?
Mārtiņ, spēles beigās, kad tā statistika ir izlīdzinājusies, 25 šķiet piezīmes ir VEFam un 19 ir pretiniekiem, bet vienu brīdi paskatījos, trešajā ceturtdaļā tas piezīmes bija 22 bija VEFam un pretiniekiem bija tikai 12-13 piezīmes. Ļoti daudz piezīmes bija. Nespējam turēt to viņu spiedienu, viņi palīdz mums zem ādas.
Tā laikam ir meistarība, arī mēs esam pārāk fiziski, tur jāprasa Oskaram Mērnišreitam un Albertam Putāram, bet kopumā, es negribētu teikt, ka mēs sitām un spēlējām jau katrā minūtes pārtraukumā, katrā sapulcē mēs to teicām un centāmies pielāgoties. Acīm redzot, mēs vēl neesam tik meistarīgi, lai saprastu, kur nostāties un kur spēlēt bez rokām un kur spēlēt vairāk ar kājām, jo tas tiešām krita acīs un priekš mums, kas mēs esam ātri komanda, ja visu laiku mums jāskatās, kā met soda metienus, mēs nevaram uzskatīt, mēs nevaram atrast to tempu, tas ir viņa stils, kā viņi gribēja spēlēt, un šoreiz viņi mūs uz to stilu arī apspēlēja.
Divas tehniskās piezīmes trešās ceturtdaļas beigās, cik daudz tas izsit no ritma un pagardzīšanās iespējas?
Berkoldam iedeva tehnisko, es nezinu, ko viņš pateica. Es nezinu, Mārim iedeva tehnisko par to, ka viņš runā ar komandas biedru. Tās jau viss ir tāds, es saku, tas jau ir ugunsgrēks. Tas jau ir ugunsgrēks, līdz ugunsgrēkam kaut kā jātiek. Mēs nedarījām lietas pareizi. Mēs Mēs nesaņemam bumbu tur, ka mums ir jāsaņem. Mūsu mazie spēlētāji saņem bumbu 4 metrus no groza. Mēs nevaram iedot ne spēlētājiem, kurš ieraujās, ne tas. Mēs spēlējam pret vājāko aizsargu, uzdriblējam sev uz kājas, 20 kļūdas. Es saku, tas nav basketbols. Tas nav. Es nezinu, kurš bija priecīgs vērot šo basketbolu spēli. Jo mēs vienkārši paši darām kaut kādas lietas, ko mēs negribam darīt. Mēs gribam izspēlēt vienu autu, mēs 5 reizes nevaram atcerēties kombinācijas. Es nezinu, kur mēs bijām šodien. Skaidrs, ka jauns spēlētājs, jauna kaut kāda dinamika, bet auti ir jāatcerās kaut kādas pamatlietas, un tas viss mūsu bremzēja, manuprāt, un mēs izskatījāmies smagi, lēni un diezgan pasīvi, manuprāt. Un skaidrs vēl sodmetieni, tas vēl iedeva to tādu nevisai baudām basketbolu, manuprāt.
Kā nonācāt līdz viņam, kāpēc tieši šāda izvēle, jo tomēr pavisam citu tipu spēlētājs nekā Dairis Bertāns, un arī kā vērtē viņa sniegumu pirmajā spēlē?
Ziniet, tie līdzekļi ir tik, cik ir, kā viņš Žalgiris nevar 5 mēnešus atrast spēlētāji, droši vien, ka viņiem ir nedaudz vairāk līdzekļi. Un tie spēlētāji šobrīd 20. oktobrī, vai kāds ir atlaists no kaut kāda kluba, vai arī spēlētāji, kuri vēl nav atraduši klubu, bet tā doma bija tāda, ka pirmkārt mēs to varējām finansiāli atļauties, un otrkārt mēs gribējām, jūs redzējāt, mēs vairāk iespēlējām Harrisonu pa 2, nedaudz atvieglot viņam to bumbas pārvēršanu un iesākt uzbrukumu, līdz ar to mums vajadzēja vienu ballhandleri, jeb spēles veidotāju. Skaidrs, ka Ratī nav spēlējis pusgadu, bet, manuprāt, viņam ir kaut kādas kvalitātes, un viņa lēmuma arī bija briesmīgi, jāsaka godīgi. Ja tu nezini, kur likt bumba, apstājas abām kājām un izmet bumbu kaut kur ārā, bet skaidrs, ka viņš ir bijis tikai 2 dienas ar mums kopā. Varbūt nedaudz par daudz viņam uzticējos, bet tāds es esmu, un viņš treniņos labi sev parādīja, bet es saku, mums to rezultātu vajag šobrīd, un tagad mēs nevaram gaidīt, mēs nevaram iespēlēt, un šodien nebija viņam labākā spēle. Likās, ka viņš labi iesāk, bet pēc tam kaut kur viņš tā nedaudz pazuda. Jā, tas arī ir. Es saku, šobrīd mēs vispār kopumā izdzīvojam. Gan Igaunijā spēlējās pret 𝗪𝗘𝗟, mēs pārspēlējam minūtes spēlētājiem, un pēc tam rodās kaut kāds nevajadzīgs traumas. Berkolts arī sasita muskuļus, un mēs gribētu piesaistīt latviešu spēlētājus. Tiešām mēs gribētu redzēt Jānis Strelnieku VEF formātu. Tas ir pirmais spēlētājs, ko mēs uzrunājam, pirmais spēlētājs, ko es gribēju redzēt, bet, diemžēl, mēs nevaram atrast kaut kādu kopsaucēju un jebkuru latviešu spēlētāju mēs gribētu piesaistīt, bet tas tirgus ir tāds, kāds tas ir, un, diemžēl, mēs nevaram atrast spēlētājus, kuri gribētu būt šeit. Varbūt nevaram mēs finansiāli to, vai arī kādi citi iemesli, bet vienmēr mēs skatāmies latviešu spēlētājus, jo tā ir mūsu prioritāte. Jānis Tīm īstenībā pirms 2 nedēļām, pirms viņš pieņēma šo lēmumu, kas noteikti vispār nav atbalstāms un vispār neiet kopā ar mūsu identitāti, tika uzrunāts un kaut kādas tur sarunas bija, bet skaidrs, ka tu pareizi pateici, ka šobrīd tas vispār nav iespējams un nekādā variantā.
Pirmajā puslaikā, tīpaši tajā 2. ceturtdaļas sākuma izrāvienā, vairākas reizes Mindaugs Kuzminskis ātrajā pārējā aizskrēja, iesīloja, tika bija ļoti viegliem punktiem vai izbrucēja piezīmes. Kāpēc tā? Vai tas bija, tā bija viņa kaut kāda pieredze nospēlē, redzot to, ka VEF slikti atgriežas pārējais aizsardzībā, vai tas bija kaut kas cits?
Tā ir vēl viena nianse. Ja mēs pārliekam Harrisonu 2. pozīcijā, līdz ar to Sananam kaut kur ir jādara tās lietas, ko viņš iepriekš varbūt tik daudz nav darījis, un Rati arī. Es domāju, ka tā nebija tāda, 3. sadaļā, manuprāt, arī viņš aizskrēja, bet es domāju, ka tas viss ir tas process, ka mēs kaut kur nenokomunicējam, kaut kur nesadalām, cilvēks nenodrošinām aizsardzību, kaut gan tās, manuprāt, ir diezgan vienkārši lietas, pamatlietas, ja tavs spēlētājs met, tu vienkārši skrien atpakaļ, un tas ir mūsu noteikums, bet līdz galam mēs to laikam nebijām izstāstījuši, tā kā Kuzminskis šodien, man liekas, nospēlēja savu karjeras spēli, ne tikai punktos, bet arī sodmetienos. Es neticu, ka viņš līdz sezonas beigām kādā spēlē izmetīs tik daudz.
Vēl viena lieta, ko viņš dara, kas ir raksturīgi Eiropas basketbolam, ir tas, ka viņš reizēm mēdz nospēlēt šos inversos pick and rolls, kur sanāk viņš ar mazo spēlētāju nospēlē pick and rollu. Kāda ir kaut kāda labākā stratēģija, ko jūs bijat ņēmuši vērā, kā apturēt?
Vienreiz viņš nospēlēja to, nevis visu spēli. Vienreiz viņš to nospēlēja. Vienreiz viņš nospēlēja mūsu galā pie mūsu groza. Mums bija jāspēlē agresīvs stepaus ar mazo, bet mazais aizmirst. Tas ir, viņš ir labs spēlētājs, neko nenoliekšu tiešām. Viņš saņem bumbu tur, kur viņš grib, viņš parāda noteikumu pārkāpumus, izskolo mūsu mazos spēlētājus, izskolo garos spēlētājus. Nepavēlts spēlēs Nacionālā basketbola asociācijā, Lietuvas izlasē, izcīnījis medaļas. Labs spēlētājs, ļoti pieredzējis spēlētājs un jā, šodien viņš bija labāks.
Vēl viena lieta, cik daudz pievērsāt uzmanību tam, ka viņu mazie spēlētāji Cleary tīpaši ļoti daudz mēdz uzbrukt pēc viena dribla stepekiem, tādiem izpildīt ļoti ātrus metienus, ņemot vērā to, ka to ir diezgan grūti sekt un ir salīdzinoši viegli uzbrucējiem izpildīt 3 sodmetienus.
Ja godīgi šodien es neredzēju tādu problēmu, manuprāt, ja mēs tā paskatāmies. Jā, bet ne, vispār kopumā tas bija ļoti liels akcents un video seansā tās bija 4-3 epizodes katram, bet kopumā sezonas laikā mums ir problēmas ar to, uz tādu nedaudz, es to saucu par crazy basketbolu, ja spēlētājs, kur ar bumbu 1 pret 1 sāk kaut ko veidot, un mēs neesam gatavi uz kaut kādu situāciju, bet es saku kopumā, mēs kaut kur atkal tās 50 bumbas pēc soda metiena neatbloķējam, 3 punktu metiens sejā, tādas nianses, kas izšķir uzvarētāji, nianses, kas izšķir zaudētāji starp uzvarētājiem, un šodien mēs bijām tajā pusē, kad mēs esam zaudētāji.
Šī spēle bija, ja būtu uzvarējuši, tad diezgan droši arī play-in, varēja nodrošināt, tas kaut kā varbūt čaļiem arī.
Es nezinu, Andri, es domāju, ka noteikti ne. Katra spēle mums ir nākamā būs svarīga, un es nezinu, vai 2 uzvarām varētu pietikt, bet ļoti iespējams rīt Bonda spēlē ar Makabi viesos. Es par to īsti tik tālu nedomāju. Mums ir galā, manuprāt, mēs vēl veidojam to basketbolu, kādu mēs gribam, un arī es domāju, ka daudziem spēlētājiem jāsaprot, ja tu uzvar Bondu, kad pret tevi daudz nopietnāk attieksies, pret tevīm skautos, pret tevīm gatavosies daudz nopietnāk, un tev ir jābūt gatavam uz to, kad liks labākos aizsargus pret mūsu labāko spēlētāju. Un ja tu to nespēji izmantot 2 spēles pēc kārtas, manuprāt, tā nav līkne, kā mums ir jādodās. Ja mēs nevaram, es teiktu, Sanons ir viens no labākajiem spēlētājiem Čempionu līgā, viņš nevar pirmajā puslaikā atrast soda metienus, kur viņam cilvēks ir tik pielips, ka viņš neatiet ne soli. Tas, manuprāt, iedod mūsu komandai tādu nevajadzīgu nepārliecinātību, ja viņš nevar atrast situācijas, tad ko pārējiem domāt. Skaidrs, ka mēs atgriežamies pie tā, ka Dairis Bērtāns pietrūkst šādās spēlēs, un pret šādu aizsardzību Dairis jūtās kā zivs ūdenī, jo tik agresīvi uz bumbu, un mēs nespējam vienkārši nospēlēt gudri, atrast piezīmes. Tas ir tā lieta, kas mums ir ļoti, ļoti jāuzlabo.
Vēl kādi jautājumi Mārtiņam?
Tūlīt pat izlašu pārtraukums. Atkal jautās jaunās darbos.
Jā, vakar sēdēju ar Ilzi, ēdu pusdienas Olimpiskajā centrā un nemaz nepiefiksēju šo faktu, jo, ja godīgi dienu no dienas dzīvoju, un es nezinu, kas ir nākamajā nedēļā, bet skaidrs, ka mēs sazināmies ar treneriem un gatavojamies, bet es to laiku tā neskatos, gatavojos nākamajai dienai, atjaunojos, un rīt gan būs jāpievēršās nedaudz vairāk, bet jā, tā ir lieta, kas man ir liels gods, lepnums, un esmu priecīgs par meitenēm, ka viņām plus mīnus visām ir labas minūtes, labas lomas komandā, un es ceru, ka mēs būsim gatavi 2 ļoti svarīgām spēlēm. Māri, nav nekas jautājums par to? Tavu līniju? Davai, paldies jums.
Paldies.